What's up guys, my name is Devin and welcome back to another episode of Footballrs. Today we're going to be going over the best gear and accessories for skill players in 2024. The first product we're going to talk about is one of the most important, the helmet. Believe it or not, for skill players, helmets are not really position specific whatsoever. When getting a helmet, the first thing you should prioritize over everything is safety. Of course, the goal of a football helmet is to keep your head safe and keep you protected when you're on the field. When picking out a helmet, I'd suggest checking out the Virginia Tech helmet rating scale. This gives you a good idea of what's safe, what's not, and I would not use any of the NFL rankings because those tests are tuned specifically for NFL type impacts, not the impacts that you face in high school or even Pee-wee. There are several options out there, but my favorite are going to stay the same, the Schutt F7 and the Riddell Speedflex. Then of course you do have the Riddell Axiom, which we've seen a lot of NFL guys switching into, and then there's also a lot of skill guys in the Visors 02 helmets as well. At the end of the day, there isn't any widely available position-specific skill football helmets quite yet. I'm sure that's coming in the future, but for now I'd say the best bet are the Riddell Speedflex, Riddell Axiom, Schutt F7, and the Visors 02. But again, I would recommend going through those Virginia Tech helmet ratings, find the right helmet for you that fits in your budget, and grab it. The next thing we're going to talk about is face masks. Skill players are going to want a face mask that doesn't have a lot of bars. It's important that you're able to see the field, and a face mask with less bars allows you to do that. Extra bars can just kind of get in the way of your vision, and they don't really add a ton of protection as a skill player. Most skill guys just wear a face mask with some simple lower bars down here, or occasionally eye guards. You see some straight eye guards, and then we're seeing more and more guys do the jagged eye guards as well. The jagged eye bars give you a little bit more visibility, and also I think they look pretty cool as well. But yeah, these are really the only bars on your face mask that you need as a skill player, so these are kind of the best options for you guys. The next thing we're going to talk about is totally optional, and that's going to be a visor. A visor is not needed whatsoever, but it is really a cool thing to add to your helmet. They're also a really great way to protect yourself from dirt, turf pellets, and even fingers. Also, they do look pretty cool. As you guys can see, I have them on all my helmets, and they just look fantastic. There are a ton of visors out there that make some that fit pretty much every single helmet, so we do have a couple videos kind of going through what visors fit what helmets if you guys want to check that video out. And they do come in a bunch of different colorways, but the only one you're likely going to be able to wear in game is going to be 100% clear. You're going to have to save the crazy dark and iridium ones for practice or pregame. If you're looking for a specific visor recommendation, we do recommend the Shock visors. They are some of the best in the game and also our channel sponsor. The next thing we're going to cover is a mouth guard. Now when it comes to mouth guards, you can go a couple different ways. You can go with the classic boil and bite mouth guard or a lip guard style mouth guard. The boil and bite ones are exactly what it sounds like. You boil them, you mold them to your teeth, and they are 100% in your mouth. You don't really see them unless you open your mouth. And then for the lip guards, you don't have to mold them. They are ready to go right out of the package, and of course they have that external lip protection as well. These days there are so many different brands that make mouth guards. Some of our favorites are Next Trend, Battle Sports, and Shock Doctor. We've done videos on pretty much all of them on the channel, so you guys have probably seen them already, but there are tons of different mouth guards out there, so find one you like and use it. The next thing is kind of an upgrade that's completely optional, but I strongly recommend it, a chin strap. Now most helmets out there, whether you get it from your team, your school, or you buy it yourself online, are going to come with a chin strap, and that's perfectly good to use, but I would recommend upgrading it if you can. I'd say it's never a bad option. You can upgrade it to something a little bit more comfortable, a little more stylish, and a little bit more safe. The one that we have on all of our helmets and strongly recommend all the time is the Sports Star chin straps. They make the best chin straps on the market. They're worn by tons of NFL players, and they probably absorb more impact than whatever one is on your helmet currently. You can also get them in your team colors if you want to stray away from the black and the white. The next thing we're going to cover is shoulder pads. Now, as a skill player, you're going to want something low-key and lightweight that allows plenty of mobility so you can run with the ball, get your hands up, make a play, do whatever you have to do. Now, just about every shoulder pad company out there has a skill option, so that's obviously going to be the one for the skill players. These ones, again, allow for more range of mobility and are a little bit lighter than the big skill or even some of the lineman models. Some of our favorites that we've taken a look at this year are the 2-in-1 shoulder pads. These are super duper lightweight, plenty of mobility. There's the Visors Arc V1 shoulder pads. Those are a little bit pricier, but they're really good. The X-Tech X2s are always a really good option. And then if you want something a little bit lighter and more cheap, we have the Zenith Velocity pads as well. There are lots of really good options out there. At the end of the day, find something that's within your price point, feels pretty light on your body, and then allows you to go up and make those plays like we talked about earlier. That's basically what you want in a skill shoulder pad. To go along with the shoulder pads, you might want a back plate. They bolt right up to your shoulder pads, and they're a great way to protect your lower back. You never know when you're going to get a helmet to that lower back part, and if it's not protected, you're going to feel it for a while. Just like the mouth guards, tons of different brands make these, and they have them in so many different crazy colorways and designs, so find something that works for you. Some of our favorites are from Next Trend, Shock Doctor, and Battle Sports. You've seen them all over the channel. They're good back plates, and they give you plenty of protection. The next thing we're going to cover is one of the most important things for a skill position football player: football gloves. Now, technically, you don't really need these, but pretty much everybody has them, and at this point, they're essential. The best gloves for skill guys are going to be receiver gloves. These gloves are going to be lightweight, non-padded, and most importantly, super sticky. Of course, the goal of football gloves is to help you catch the football, but if you do want a little bit of extra protection, they do have some padded receiver gloves as well. These are typically used for big skill guys, but skill guys can use them as well if they just want a little bit extra. Some of my favorites from this year were the Nike VaporJet 8.0, the Cutters Rev X, and then the Grip Boost DNA 2.0. We reviewed a ton of different receiver gloves, so if you guys want more information kind of on each glove, we have full unboxing reviews on pretty much everything that came out this year. But all those gloves I talked about, super sticky, light on the hands, and perfect for skill guys. The final thing we're going to talk about is cleats. Now, cleats are definitely something that's going to be position specific. You want to make sure you have the right cleats for the right position. For skill players, you're going to want something low cut and lightweight with a good snappy traction plate. You're going to want a pair that fits tight on your foot, feels good when you're cutting, and gives you a nice natural feel when you're running. Now, if you're a skill guy and you need a little bit more support, there's some options out there for that as well. But as long as pure skill football cleats, I'd recommend any of the Nike Vapors, the Adidas Adizero Electrics, the Under Armour Clone and Blur, and even the Jordans with the Edge traction plate. These cleats are all designed with speed and agility in mind, so find something that works for you and go to work. There you guys have it. There's the best gear and accessories for skilled football players in 2024. Let me know what you guys like in the comments below. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like the video, comment what you guys want to see us do next, and make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this one. My name is Devin, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Footballrs.